Hi there, Aries. I hope you guys are doing great. I want to go ahead and get into an oracle and tarot reading for you. This is the beginning of April 2025, so hopefully these messages will help you, and they are general. They will not resonate with all of you. Feel free to check the other sign placements, the videos for those. And yeah, if you're curious. All right, let's get into it, Aries. So, um, your overall oracle energy here is mending. This can be mending your own heart, being more so in alignment with what you need. And so, especially if you've had a lot of opposing energies or people doubting where you're coming from, you're likely on the right path. You're likely on the right track within yourself. Trust that process. Sometimes feedback is there for it like guides us back to what we need to do. And so trust yourself, trust your process. You're not going to align with everybody's desires or what their realities are. Also, too, with mending, there is an energy of connection with a person, or like figuring something out, soothing a situation, finding some resolve here as well. For your family community energies here, Aries, you have the Seeker of Cups. So this is the Page of Cups here. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person. Overall, though, with the Page of Cups energy, it can indicate sometimes apologies, reconciliations. Oftentimes, this is going to often be an energy of communication, or a creative endeavor, something that you can enjoy with other people. It's usually a positive energy, positive communication, lighthearted. Overall, though, here, especially since you have mending, this is kind of like bordering on like recognition, acknowledgement, apology, or at least trying to come together to find some resolve in a situation. For your health energy here, Aries, you have the King of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, so water as well. Generally, this energy is going to be somebody... You have 3 court cards here, so you may have a lot of like influence with people at this time, or there may just be a lot of people around you. Either way, though, when it comes to health, the King of Cups is usually a good space to be in. It talks about emotionally feeling good. If there's been any like difficulties, it's usually going to indicate good news. This can also talk about the King of Cups is also somebody who is very specific in what information they offer you. So this could be a professional, this could be a specialist as well. So if you need to have anything associated with like seeking out information from a specialist, I would say do that, just because this could help figure out what maybe you're going through. Either way, though, generally the King of Cups is a very positive energy when it comes to health. It speaks of good emotional health, feeling good within yourself. Yeah, and also connections with professionals that are very specific. For your career, finance, job energies, you have the King of Wands here. Generally, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is going to indicate an energy of leadership. The King of Wands is also somebody who's just very gregarious, they're passionate, they are very much a bold type of personality. So if this is a boss or a coworker, very supportive of you, but also, they get things done. So with this energy, if this is your energy as an entrepreneur, like you are making big decisions on your own, but things that are going to lead to you feeling satisfied with your decisions or proud of the work that you've been doing. And again, if you're working for another person, this could be somebody saying, hey, Aries, I'm really proud of you. Thank you for doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Maybe even here's a bonus. Here's something, even if it's just a nice compliment, that energy is supported there. Interesting that you have mending here as your oracle energy, just because within your relationships here, Aries, you have the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups can be a challenging card to deal with, especially in regard to relationships. Oftentimes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're divorced or you're on the way to divorce, whatever. It can just mean a challenging time. So we'll read it for couples and singles. But in a couple's sense, this may be a situation here, Aries, where you and a partner, maybe you've received some sort of like frustrating information external to you if you're not having difficulties with each other. And, there may be like a passing of a person. This can often indicate bereavement energies, feeling sadness. Sometimes it can talk about like a loss of friends, a loss of family member. The Five of Cups also in a relationship sense can be just having a lot of difficulty with a partner even, and like kind of it can create distance between you. It can feel like maybe some of your needs are either being overlooked or completely ignored, and so it leaves you kind of in this space of like, well, we should be united. We should be a united front, but like, what happened? Why am I not like important enough to, pay attention to here? So this card is very, it's a fives are difficulties, fives require change and acknowledging the issues to move forward and past them. But like oftentimes this is kind of a bump in the road. It can be uncomfortable. It can make you feel abandoned and empty. We're just dealing with a great amount of loss and sadness. If you're dealing with people, the energy is to mend. It's to create healing within a connection here. So if you and a long-term partner, marriage partner, husband, wife, like need to kind of be honest about what your feelings are, voice them, share them, be open, and work through it, just because this energy it's painful. But the thing is too, if you look at this card, the 3 cups are already in the water and the 2 cups are in front of her, and she's not even looking at them. She's just got her head down. So for some of you, this could indicate like a friendship that is kind of dissolved, or some sort of connection in your life, even if it's not like a romantic partner. It could just be like a friendship or like some sort of connection that has been very challenging, and you've had to either step away from it or let it go. With the 2 of Cups in front of them, it's saying, remember, there's difficulty, but there's still love available. We can still fix this if we unify, if we connect, if we get back on the same page. With the 5 of Cups for single energies here, Aries, this can also indicate where it's like, maybe you've just had a lot of disappointment in relationships in general. This could be you were dating somebody brand new and it just fizzled out. Maybe you got very emotionally involved very quickly and came to realize that maybe that wasn't the right path to go on. Either way, though, this can also talk about mending your heart. Even if you are single, it's saying, listen, things are not always meant to work out. Trust that love can still be in your path, and do what you can to find some resolve and go through your emotions, go through the abandonment, go through the feelings of things not working out. What is that? The saying, rejection is God's protection. I'm not religious, but like, it's true. Rejection can definitely protect you. So trust that something maybe wasn't for you, or maybe some version of something wasn't for you. What you don't see coming here, Aries, you have the 7 of Crystals. The 7 of Crystals is a 7 of Pentacles. This is about usually positive results for our actions, the energy that we put into things, especially in regard to work situations here. This is about planning. It's about situations being aligned so that they can have success and fruition moving forward with them. Oftentimes this is going to indicate where you've worked very diligently on a situation and now things are actually creating manifestation because of that work. Sometimes this can also be an energy of inheritance as well. Not all the time, but usually it's a direct result of the energy and effort we put into things so they grow. It's their growth here. And sometimes it's also requiring us to make certain decisions when it comes to, how do I do this? Kind of like an assessment of the past and how you've maybe addressed something or done something for so long. And now it's like, well, that worked, but this aspect of it didn't work. So let me rectify that. Let me change it. And, let me fix what is necessary to fix here so that I can actually have a better outcome. But it generally indicates a lot of positive success after making those decisions. So feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish. And I hope these readings are helpful. Yeah, talk to you later, Aries. Bye-bye.